Happy Mom and Grandma had a video the other day that I duetted that was like, I know why MAGA hates you all so much, why MAGA hates Democrats. She then proceeded to show a bunch of emails, right? Like Trump sends out tons and tons of emails and social media posts from him and JD Vance and Marjorie Taylor Greene that all present this very much us versus them dynamic. The like, we are being attacked by Democrats, right? This is a fight for our lives. This is a fight for our freedoms and the greatness of America. This very kind of warlike language, this very oppositional language.
Do you want to know why MAGA hates us so much? I know part of the reason, at least. For 10 years now, if they're on his email list, they have been receiving emails like this. Democrats are doing everything in their power to take down President Trump, suing his administration, pushing for impeachment, blah, blah, blah. They hate the America First movement, and they hate you for being a part of it. And like this from JD Vance, there's nothing funny about the threats that Democrats are making against President Trump. What threats? And Marge says things like, these left-wing domestic terrorists are anti-Donald Trump. And there's blatant lies. And this, as Democrats try to stop President Trump's plan to protect Social Security, which isn't happening. Because at this critical moment, Democrats are doing everything they can to claim that supporters like you have abandoned President
very
Donald
much
Trump.
Frames it as it's us, it's Donald Trump and the MAGAs, it's us against the world, right? It's that very much like cling to the leader, like your narcissistic ex-boyfriend who made you question, doubt, distrust your friends and family members so that he could isolate you from them. That is exactly what Donald Trump has been doing, isolating MAGAs from their neighbors, from their family members, from folks in their community, and making them feel like they couldn't trust anybody, that everybody was out to get them, and the only person they could trust is Donald Trump and the MAGA regime. Very, very effective. Same technique your narcissistic ex-boyfriend used on you. That's what Donald Trump has done to these folks. So I was watching this video and I was really thinking about something that I saw someone say on Blue Sky recently, and I can't find the post right now, but it was like, how come the Republicans are always fine with lying through their teeth? They have no compunctions about needing to be truthful and accurate in what they're saying to folks. And why is that such an effective strategy? Why is it that the Democrats, I know, don't get me wrong, I know that the Democrats are not always truthful, but there is a hesitancy to lie so brazenly from the Democrats that is just non-existent amongst Republicans. That the Republicans don't actually ever want to get at the truth. It is just about getting people's votes and loyalty, right? So any kind of lie will work, and there's no fact checking. And when someone is called out in a lie, they double down on it, right? Donald Trump had said that himself. Very much the Yahtzee propaganda strategy was to just lie and lie and lie and lie until people believe that it's a truth. That if somebody catches you in a lie, you double down on it, you gaslight them and make them think that they are crazy for believing that you're lying because you are so insistent that what you're saying is accurate. Or if someone calls you out in a contradiction, then you just keep bullshitting. You don't own it, you don't apologize, you just keep pushing forward and keep pushing your agenda through. And that the truth is irrelevant. The truth is actually harmful to getting people to become loyal to you and to follow you and to believe your propaganda, right? The truth is irrelevant for them. It is the loyalty, it is the power, and it is the cruelty that they can enact while they are consolidating that power and wealth for themselves, right? It is such a different mindset and worldview from what the Democrats have, and I don't know how we overcome it. Like, I don't know what you do when the other side has no value for truth whatsoever. The truth is never what compelled any of these folks, despite calling their platform Truth Social, right? That was done on purpose, right? Every time that Donald Trump says something, there is always the accusation as a confession, and there is always the doublespeak, and there is always the I'm hoodwinking you, I'm lying to your face. I am saying this is Truth Social when everything that I am going to be saying I know is a lie. I want you to believe it's the truth, but I know that it's a lie, and I will lie with impunity. I will freely lie every day of the week, and I will never apologize. I will never back down. I don't know what you do when you are facing an opposition that will lie so freely and has no morals, no scruples, no convictions whatsoever. And we do have those. We are beholden to those. I don't know how we overcome that gulf. I have told my kids many times, if I didn't have scruples, if I didn't have a conscience that troubled me greatly, if I didn't care, if I was unburdened by a conscience, then I would be a fantastic grifter. I would be rich as Croesus, and we would be living in a mansion. Have no problem conning a ton of people if I was not burdened by a conscience. Right. I mean, after all, like, not conventionally attractive, middle-aged, homeschool mom, and I have quite a following. People listen to what I have to say. People find what I have to say compelling. And, the difference between me and somebody like, a Donald Trump is that I am constrained by the truth. I am constrained by a conscience. I have morals and ethics. And boy, what freedom it gives people to not be hemmed in by those things, to just lie and to not care about who they hurt, and to actually like delight in hurting people, to enjoy hurting people, right? As I've said, Elon Musk is a eugenicist. He enjoys the thought of people dying. He enjoys the thought of disabled people and brown and black people around the world, little children, dying because he is enriching himself. That's the goal there. It's like a added benefit to consolidating his power and wealth is the parasite class suffers and dies. While I am up at night crying and losing sleep over the fact that millions of children are going to die as a direct result of what Elon Musk is doing, he is untroubled by that fact. He is giddy about that fact. And I do not know how to overcome that difference. I do not know how you fight an enemy, how you push back against folks who will just lie and lie and lie, and whose followers have no interest in hearing the truth. The truth is not compelling for them whatsoever. I don't know. I would love your thoughts. Like, how do we have effective messaging against that? We are not playing by the same rule book at all. And it may be a battle of right and wrong. It may be good versus evil, but evil has a lot more freedoms than good does. Evil's got a lot more tools in their toolbox because they're not afraid to hurt people and they want to hurt people. They don't have a conscience that is pricking them at all hours of the day and night. They do not feel the burden of being truthful. They do not feel the obligation to care for their neighbors, care for their fellow human beings. They don't feel bad when they trick and deceive people. They see that as a win, that they pulled one over on them, that they were able to separate a fool, right? A fool and his money are soon parted, that they were able to trick people into worshiping and adoring them. I do not know how you overcome that. So I would love your thoughts on this. Yeah, I'd love to know what you think.